They done caught me fixing my hair.
Did it?
Hello, I'm Felicia Vereen, always known as Fee.
Hey, Fee, and I'm your girl Sharita 3, better known as Fred.
And we are Inspire Her, the Total Woman podcast, all about uplifting you.
Yes.
Because friends, face it, you are awesome.
We'll be chatting up about topics we love to talk about. All the things we as women must juggle every day and the ish we complain about. But who's listening? Girl,
we'll
nobody.
chat about the struggle, the job, and about him. You know who we talking about.
Girl.
That boo, husband, boyfriend, ex, whatever you calling them today. Our lovely hellions, kids.
Our angels. But seriously, friends, life happens, and we don't always get a chance to talk about it. We take it on the chin and we keep it moving.
Because that's what we were told to do.
Yep.
But here on Inspire Her, the Total Woman podcast with Red and Fee, we are the friends you love to hang out with. We are here to inspire her, the Total Woman.
Yeah.
Hey.
How are you?
What are you going on?
I can't call it. What you up to?
Girl, life. Life is life, and I'm loving it.
I know that's right.
Life
Sounds
is
good
life.
to me.
Girl,
Yes.
just looking forward to stuff. I will say though, this time thing. If I get stuck, let me know, because this internet I got going on over here wants to do its own thing. But this time thing be getting to me sometimes. And I don't know, I'm one of these people that I like to be around people, I like to be doing things. But when it get dark, I be feeling like I gotta go home and go to bed, girl.
Well, we probably
like
maybe 30 days into it. We're about 30 days into the time change, so we should be adjusted to it and used to it, getting
I
close to
feel
that.
like it's been 30 days.
It's been 30 days. It was like November, it was before the election, so it was November 3rd. So it's probably been like November 2nd or 3rd. It was like, yeah, it's been 30 days of this daylight saving time. So our
One
bodies and our minds should be almost used to it.
one thing I did realize is my cousin in Philadelphia called me one day, and it was dark there. And he was like, "Where you at? It's still bright daylight." And I'm like, "I'm in Georgia." So it got darker for y'all up there quicker than it did for us here. And now we're seeing dark at 5:30 or 5:45, like that. Before it was at least 6:15 before it got dark, but now it's bam dark. And I'm like, but you. So anyway, we want to introduce our topic: beating the winter blues.
It sounds like you had a little bit of the winter blues.
Yeah, girl, you know, most of the things I suggest is because of something that I went through.
Yeah, the DSM-5. Yeah, it's a such thing. It's in the DSM-5. It's called SAD, seasonal affective disorder.
I don't think I was sad. I'm just like feeling like I gotta go to sleep. Is that sad? Is that blue?
I mean,
I don't know.
the winter blues.
Deal with depression and sadness and stuff. I don't think I went through that. I'm just feeling like my day is gone. But all right, so what would you tell one of your clients to come in and tell you that they're going through this?
I would first normalize their feelings and let them know that it's normal to feel that way and they're not by themselves. A lot of us feel the same way. It is a big difference when it's 5:30 and it's dark and you feel like, oh my goodness, the day is gone. You do want to go back inside. And on top of that, it's cold as heck in Virginia now. We're in like the 40s. So
it's cold here
mhm.
too.
So it's really like you just want to be at home. But I would tell them to kind of find things that they enjoy, find things that they like to do, if they're individuals that like to be inside when it's dark, so find things to do inside. Like this is a time to get those projects done in the house, whether it's cleaning out your closets, cleaning out your cupboards, just doing the um, activities and projects around the home, reorganizing. Some of us, for the sake of space, we might want to move our winter clothes in and in our living area, and then move our summer stuff in the attic. So taking time to do little projects around the house, reading if they enjoy doing that, interacting with other people, watching some, catching up on some of the shows that they may have missed because they were out and about during the summertime. It's a lot of good stuff on Netflix and Amazon Prime that they can kind of catch up on that'll help them kind of beat those winter blues.
Yeah. But what about, okay, so I like my time inside the house and watch TV and everything, but like on my um I like to be out and about. So one of the things that I do, and of course I'm not a professional, so y'all look, this is just my opinion. But I give myself stuff to look forward to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to the movies to see Wicked tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that.
That's very good.
This weekend, I am, which we'll talk about in a minute for those of you who are in the Savannah area. Friday and Saturday, I'm going to help out Tag 3. We've had Alex online before. The Tag 3 Foundation, they give out toys to kids around Christmas time. So I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
So those are things that I have to give myself something to look forward to, like, things that I'm going to be doing in the month. Other than that, I literally and I'm a person that I have a lot to do, but sometimes I find myself, I get off work and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna run by the store real quick. And then next thing you know, my car, Lexi, is going down the street to my house. I'm like, I just feel like I need to get in the house because it's dark. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's almost like soon as you get adjusted to it, then it changes. But I'm kind of adjusted to it, getting dark early. I mean, nobody likes it because you feel like you gotta get back home, but
I thought they were thinking about getting rid of it at one point.
even if they got rid of it, it would still be dark at 6:30. I don't think, it's the way the sun and the solstice and all that stuff. It's just an hour. It's just an hour.
I'd be all right if it got dark at 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, but then shoot, in the summertime at 9 o'clock is still bright and sunny outside. Like July.
I love it. But then I don't go to bed on time.
Imagine living in Alaska when they have like the 6 months of darkness and the 6 months of light.
No.
No.
I don't think I could do that. I would have to have I couldn't be single up there living in 6 months of dark. I mean,
or 6 months of light.
6 months but then with the 6 months of light, then my eyes gonna be looking crazy because I ain't gonna be sleeping. Because when I'm sleeping, I feel, well, unless I'm taking a nap during the day, but at night when it's time to go to sleep, the only thing that I can have on, maybe, and this is weird, I can have the TV on, but once I'm going to sleep, the sound got to be all the way down.
Yeah, that's kind of how we sleep too. But I like to sleep with the TV on. They probably black out their whole house during that time. So when it gets dark, it gets dark. Like those shades and blinds that don't let any sunlight in. That's the only way you'll be able to get some sleep.
That's what I had. Ramel, as a policeman, they work shift work. So when he come in during the day, it's got to be like nighttime in here. So I'm like, I would just stay out of the room because it's completely dark. But that's how they have to sleep.
To get their sleep. Absolutely. So the holidays have passed. Well, one of them. We're coming up on. We have what, 28 more days before the new year. That's crazy that 2024 is almost over.
I feel like I went from I feel like I went from summertime to now. Like with the election in between, and we was doing so much work.
Yeah.
I felt like that time just passed me right on by. Next thing I know, I look up and it's Thanksgiving.
Right.
Or it's my favorite month of the year, November. You know.
Yeah, time is not waiting for anybody. So
Listen.
we got a few more weeks before we usher in our new leader. That's giving us some blues too.
Why'd you have to say that? You just ruined my mood.
I mean, but it's part of it because that's giving us the blue, giving a lot of us the blues too. The unexpected, not knowing what's gonna happen, not knowing how it's gonna affect us. If it's gonna be a good thing, it's gonna be a bad thing. Do we have to watch out for ourselves? Do we have to get pow to protect ourselves? All of that stuff.
Well, I know one thing. Uncle Joe said, y'all want to play this game? All right, bet.
I'm with it. I'm with it, Joe.
I'm mad. People are mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Why?
I'm not mad.
If you would do it for your child, who wouldn't do that for their child? They had the power to. That's
Unless
ridiculous.
my child was out here killing people. I mean, you know, that's something
Exactly.
But
good evening, Miss Earlene. Yeah, I'm not mad at him.
You got a man out here that is now the president of the United States, and he had 34 felony counts, and he's going to be the president.
And you know he gonna pardon everybody. He gonna pardon a lot of people. Now I do wish Joe would get rid of my student loans from me, but guess I won't lucky enough to get that done.
I ain't mad about that either, because if Joe give y'all pay all them student loans, he need to give me a refund back on something.
Girl, you done been paying off your loans.
They bamboozled me.
They ain't bamboozled you.
I had to pay all that money, so he need to give me back a little refund or something.
When is Indy coming back home?
In 2 weeks.
Oh.
In 2 weeks. But she don't be wanting to have nothing to do with me, child, when she here. So I just go off and do my own thing. Dang. I don't like this grown girl thing.
I know.
She want to do and tell me, Mommy, I'm going back to school tomorrow. And I'm like, huh? What?
Yes. So the holidays coming up, but what gets me is we supposed to be in this financial crunch, but this like people spend so much money. They travel more than they have been traveling in a very long time. It was one of the biggest spending years. So I don't know. And maybe the anticipation of the new president was spending money. Maybe people getting comfortable that, oh, he gonna put all this money in our pockets. I don't know.
I don't know. I wouldn't be mad if he did. I mean, that would be one thing that he has done. But Earlene, we're talking about beating the winter blues. We understand that some people, you know, they go through the winter blues because it's getting darker earlier. They don't feel like, you know, I love the sun. I love being out, seeing people. People are going in the house. You know, I know around here, people are like, I was like, oh, let's meet up for dinner or whatever. Oh, girl, it's dark. And I'm like, but you can't, I mean, you know, it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah. And you know what? I think it's more being dark, but also being cold. Being cold and dark, that's like, I want to stay in the house. I don't want to do nothing. It's cold and it's dark.
Put on a coat. And I mean, you know, it's a little different down here because we're used to around this time. I don't know. This is cold. Well, I mean, I don't think it has been this cold this early. I don't think. But I'm getting used to it. Like I said, I got some things to look forward to. And for years now, I had to get used to doing things by myself. So getting used to doing things by myself and looking forward to things that I'm planning or other people are planning. It's going to have to hold me through.
Yeah, that sounds good. You'll make it through. You'll make it through. Listen, I've been started watching. I was online looking and I saw people talking about this show Netflix, The Late Daters. the later daters. So it's like people that, early has been cold, 50 and over, they wanting to find love. Some people have been divorced like a couple of times, or some people have grown children, no children. But it's on Netflix. You can check it out. Later daters.
No.
So they match. It's like a dating coach matches single older people. I think the oldest person I saw was like 70, and the youngest may have been like 56. And they matching them up with dates, and it's interesting. It's a
We
good
should
show.
do that. We should invite a lady or a man on that wants to date.
You know, we're producing a dating show.
You are?
Hi, Sharice. It's called Fraternizing for Love.
I saw that, but I didn't know
Uh-huh.
who it was. Okay, y'all
Mhm.
doing all kinds of stuff. Y'all doing the pop the balloon challenge?
It's not so much pop the balloons. It's like fraternizing at work. Listen, out of the 24 hours a day, we spend the most time at work. You figure you leave home. Let's say you work a 9 to 5. You leave home by 8:30 at the latest. You be home by like 5:30, maybe 6. By the time you spend a little time with your kids, spend a little time with your mate, it's time to go to bed and do it all over again. We spend the majority of our time at work. And a lot of times that's where we find our love. That's where we find relationships, at work. And sometimes it's appropriate and you could do this, and sometimes it's just not. Dante and I met at work. Mhm.
I can't fraternize at work. It ain't nobody.
Right. Everybody can't fraternize at work, but a lot of people
So
can.
wait a minute. What's the premise again? You want people to fraternize at work?
It's it's um it's a dating show, so we may have 3 co-workers and then 5 potential mates. So that person will go in each cubicle, have a 90-second conversation, and then they can decide if they want to move forward or date this person.
Okay.
So if they decide to move forward, they can't go back. So we've been getting a lot of people interested in doing it. I think people wanting to find love, and we want to help people find love. So Rodney and Dante Dante and Rodney kind of came up with the concept and the premise, and we just kind of build upon it, kind of putting stuff together. So got some good hosts. So we'll have a woman host who would do, hey Sharon, a woman host who would do the men, and then a man host who will like direct the females as they try to find love. So it should be very interesting and fun. And are you willing to take this chance and fraternize? So after I talk to you about 90 seconds or whatever, would I be taking this chance to fraternize for love or move on to the next person?
Okay,
Interesting
that
concept.
sounds
Mhm.
interesting.
I'm gonna let you know when, I think it's maybe the second week in January. So I'll let you know if you're in the area to come on and you take a look at it. So it's gonna be filmed, and we're gonna put it out there on the YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Well, y'all listen. A little bit later on in the show, we're going to be giving away a book. Yes, we had a guest last week. As a matter of fact, she is on.
yay! I got 3 books that we're gonna be giving away.
Her
And you
name
know
is
the
Denise
interesting thing,
McCoy Hall.
yeah, the interesting thing is I love it, Fee, because I looked at it. Um, it's a book, but it's also a little bit of journaling too. So
Okay.
this one was a prompt. Have you faced feelings of isolation from family or friends? How did it affect you? And I think everybody's kind of been through that on one or another. Another one is coping with illness. For those dealing with illness, how do you find hope in your journey? So it gives you an opportunity to do a little journaling too. So as a therapist, this would be really good, something that I would give to my clients to read through. And yeah,
All right.
interesting.
Well, listen. Invite your friends. For those of you who are watching, share. because we want to give these books away towards the end today. And we want, we always try to invite people on that can help our audience. And
Yes.
if y'all didn't hear Sharice's session last week, y'all need to go back and listen because it was definitely very, very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't always say women that we have to be strong, but she had to be strong to get through what she was dealing with. So I commend her for being able to handle what she went through and still be able to survive and do everything that she's doing now. And she's a good cook, y'all. She's a very good cook.
Oh, that's icing on the cake.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So listen, what else we got? We said we got hot topics. We talked about Biden and his pardoning of his son. People are feeling a little bit upset about that. I don't have a problem with it.
Mm-mm.
Most of the people who had a problem with it, they want him to, my partner here, want him to pardon their student loans as well.
Yes. But guess what? Have you been hearing about Wendy Williams? Like her family said that she's incapacitated. It's like, how did this woman become power of attorney for her over her to the point where her family don't have any? Even her son is like,
I don't know what's going on. I know I've seen stuff about her being sick, but I don't know anything about who's power of attorney over her.
some lady named is Sharon or Cheryl or
Is it somebody that she's in a relationship with or something?
mm-mm,
Or a friend?
mm-mm, not at all.
She must trust the person. She made him power of
No,
attorney.
I think the judge did it. I think it was the judge that did that.
When a judge steps in, a lot of times they think that the family is trying to take the person's money or something.
Right.
So if
I
it's
can believe that.
if it's a judge appointed person, then yeah, they something going on with the family.
Yeah, I think so. So we gonna see.
That's
Some of
sad.
the other, it is very sad that she went from like up here to and just kind of hitting rock bottom, and even with the Lifetime documentary, that was really sad to see. To see her look like that and just kind of be out of it. I don't know, but she has like a lot of medical issues, and I don't know how much the alcoholism and stuff affected her and impacted her, but I don't know. I just wish her well. She's 60 years old, but I mean, these
I
days,
hate
60 is not
that.
old. Mm-mm. I
One
hate
of
that for her
the other
too.
things I wanted to add in real quick about beating the winter blues is this is a great time to read a good book.
Mm.
This is a great time. Find you a little corner. I got a little chair. This rocking chair right here. This rocking chair right here is a comfort for me. So one person saw me in this rocking chair. Was like, "Girl, you sitting in a rocking chair?" I am sitting in a rocking chair. This is my grandmother's rocking chair.
Hmm.
This rocking chair has got to be over 40 years old.
Oh wow.
And this thing is sturdy, like it's brand new. That's just
Mm-mm.
that good wood from back in the day. These rocking chairs now ain't built like this. But sit in this rocking chair with my blanket and my book, and I feel so comforted. So find you a spot in your home, get you a good book, snacks, and read. Cut tea
That's right. Some
and
good snacks. I like that. I like that. I'm
read.
not a reader. I'd rather listen to it. I read all day at work. So if I don't have to read, I don't. But I do need to brush back up on my reading. But did you hear that King Combs, Puffy's son, King Combs, Puffy's
Oh,
son, I don't know. Justin. I don't know if it's Justin or Christian. Christian is the king, I believe.
Mm.
But then he got some charges against him. They say he worse than his daddy, so I don't know.
Is, from what I understand, both of them, the son that ain't his and the son that's his, were both right there with him.
Quincy and I don't know. He created monsters out of those boys.
So if you're doing the same thing your daddy doing, then you get the same thing your daddy got, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hate to see it happen, but I don't know. I don't know what they thought would have. I don't know why they thought they could just do whatever they wanted to do.
I have no idea.
I don't see the type of person that I am. Even if you tell me that I can do this certain thing, especially if I know it's illegal and I shouldn't be doing it or abusive,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna feel like at some point I'm gonna get caught. The gig is gonna be up.
Right.
Even if I got policemen in my back pocket, I feel like at some because this world is run by jealous people sometimes. So whoever was protecting Diddy did something to make them mad, and they
Mm-hmm.
pull that back.
They said it was Ciroc. Yeah.
Go ahead. You act
Mm-mm.
like that mayor said. You're gonna F around and find out, and that's exactly
Mm-mm.
what happened. So I mean, you know.
So that's a good time to, I don't know, that's crazy. But how did you want to do like the giveaways?
Well, I don't know. Listen, we got 3 people online right now.
You just give them to them, huh? Well,
We got
oh,
to them.
okay.
Because
Hey, I'm Valerie.
we told everybody, a lot of people watch us in replay mode because they'll send questions. But we told everybody to be online for the giveaway. And we got 3 people online right now. So I say
So we can give it to Erlene, Sharon,
you are a winner.
and Valerie. Yay!
Sharon and Auntie Val, you guys are winners of the book giveaway.
Oh, and then Jayla pop up. Hi, Jayla.
Nothing But the Truth book giveaway.
Yeah, it's a really good book. I mean, it's definitely very therapeutic. Yeah, so we'll give them to those individuals.
So we're going to need you to Erlene, Sharon, Green Stevens, and Auntie Val. We're going to need you to send us your address. You can message us your address when we're done, and we will make sure you get this book in the mail.
Yay!
Merry
Well, I'll see Sharon next week at Jayla's graduation. Jayla, I do have another book, then I'll give that to you too. I actually bought 4.
There, Jayla. I really do wish I could be there, but I have made too many trips to Virginia this year.
You have been in Virginia a lot.
I have
recently
made
too.
Many trips to Virginia this year. I'm gonna have to chill out until next year.
Yeah, but Jayla is I'm so proud of her. She'll be graduating. Well, she's already done and working in the field and everything. She's doing an amazing job. I'm so proud of her. So she actually walked across the stage December 14th, and then we're gonna do a little after party for her.
I know I better see a video or something.
I'm sure you can see some video.
I'm still auntie. I'm just not there.
So you'll be there in spirit. So let me ask you, Jayla is graduating debt-free or has graduated debt-free. Would it be fair any monetary gifts that she gets should go to me to help fatten my pocket back up from paying all this tuition?
No.
What?
I'm planning on India graduating debt-free too, but her gifts gonna be her gifts. My gift was the gift of education, and that was your gift too.
Whatever.
You gave Jayla the gift of education. So maybe you don't have to give her a gift on that day, graduation day.
Oh, she
But
ain't get no gift from
I
me,
know
no party.
I know you will. I know you will. But it could just be you give her a card and say,
Someone she'll give me more than half.
thank you, baby. Your thank you for graduating and getting out my pocket, and this has been your gift of education.
Exactly. And then I told her she can help me pay my student loans.
Yeah, okay. Biden, send Biden a letter. See if he reads.
I'm gonna write Biden. I'm be like, look, Biden, I rolled hard for you these last 4 years. You've been incredible. But why I didn't get my student loans forgiven? Why? Just because I ain't do my work has been for profit. I have definitely worked hard. I've
On that
been there
last
for
day,
people.
gonna be like this.
I've been there for people during the pandemic. I provided therapy. Why I can't get my student loans forgiven?
When? The same way I ain't get mine forgiven, and I had to pay every single dime.
Mm.
I don't
But
feel
I
sorry
digress.
for y'all that ain't
I
got
see you though.
that didn't get forgiven. For those who
I,
did, okay, but shoot,
I'm gonna keep on trying. I'm gonna keep on pushing.
try, friend. Keep on
Oh,
trying.
I went to see Wicked. Me and Trina went to see Wicked on Saturday.
You
It's a
could
long
tell me
movie
that.
now. I'm
Tell
not
me.
gonna tell you.
I
I'm
know
not
it's
gonna tell you.
almost 3 hours.
Yes, but it was a very good movie. I'm waiting for part two. It's good to like know the backstory of the Wicked Witch. So it was good. You would definitely enjoy it.
I'm definitely going to enjoy it. So listen, ladies, we're not planning on being on here very long tonight. Next week, though, we are
So
going
on Broadway, excuse me, Jayla.
to have a guest, and she's going to come on and talk to us, ladies. Now, Jayla, this does not include you because you don't need this right now, but you might want to take notes because you will. She's going to talk to us about what we can do about menopause.
I ain't listening to you because I tried to do that with you years ago, but because you weren't going through it at the time, you ain't want to talk about it.
Well, now we're going to talk about it.
I don't
And
want to talk
I
about
done
it.
went through it and been through, and well, I'm still going through, but I'm kind of on the other side. But she's talking to us about um things and food and nutrition and vitamins and all that kind of stuff that we can do to help us feel better. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I have been on this road trying to figure out things that help me remain healthy. I've let go of meat.
Uh-huh. Me too, Fee. I stopped eating the meat too. I took your advice, so it's not hard for me to eat meat, so I stopped eating meat too, and well, it ain't been for 3 days, but I'm gonna take it as a win.
Okay.
But these, my hairdresser Janika told me about these minnows. So they are gummies. I can't do the pills, but I can do the gummies. So these are really good, and they've been helping like with the hot flashes and some of that, the night sweats and stuff like that. I also found the black girl vitamins because I used to wake up with aches and pains and all this stuff. So the sea moss is good. You do sea moss,
Mm-hmm.
and then the
Ashwagandha,
D3.
turmeric.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Then the
you have
D3.
sometimes you have to be careful though, and I'm learning this from our health food. At the health food store here, they have little classes, little lessons. Um, I'm gonna have to text it because I can't remember exactly what it is now. You gotta, it's somewhere on there. It tells you how much of the vitamin you are actually getting, how much
Mm.
vitamin that you're actually able to what's the word? Absorb into your body. And so I started doing, and the crazy thing is nature's made
Mm-hmm.
is one of the vitamins that my doctor recommended. He said your body is able to absorb more. So we got to pay attention to how much of the vitamin we are actually able to absorb.
Mm-hmm.
The things I'm trying to learn now. Well, I'm doing the sea moss gummies, but I was told to not do the sea moss gummies and do the liquid. The liquid you're able to absorb better. So I put it in my tea,
Okay.
and you're able to absorb it a little bit more. So listen, I've gone through the night sweats, waking up, feeling like I just got out the pool. So glad I'm through that. So glad. But she's gonna come on here and help us understand how some of the things that we do and eat, I think she's doing it. Eat may be causing some of the issues as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was big on taking B12. B12 is not good for me because I have a thyroid issue. So taking B12 is not good for me. My doctor told me to listen. I'm telling y'all what my doctor said. My doctor told me, eat what you want to, breakfast and lunch, enough to give you that energy that you need. So if you want to get up in the morning and eat a slice of pizza, eat it because you need carbs and you need that energy in the morning. Carbs and protein. Lunch, same thing. Because sometimes, have you ever felt like a little jittery or a little faint because you're not eating enough food? So he said, if I want to have peace, he said, who said you had to eat eggs and bacon and all that stuff in the morning? He said, you need carbs. You need carbs and protein for energy and sustenance. Lunchtime and dinner is when you need just the protein and a vegetable or something like that, because you don't need to have a whole lot to go to sleep. You want to go to sleep. You don't need a whole lot of energy. So I've been trying that, and it's actually working. And he said, of course, you need a little exercise in there as well. So I've been, the way I've been thinking all my life is, cut back the eating, but that ain't really how it works because your metabolism slows down. And our age, we don't need our metabolism slowing down because you're already to weight to get rid of.
Right.
So you eat and your metabolism. That's right. Eating dinner food for breakfast. Absolutely. You got some leftovers? Open that
or breakfast food for dinner.
I've eaten cereal for as long as I've gotten my nutrients during the day. I've eaten cereal, a little bit of cereal at night, and went to bed. And water. You got to drink your water.
You do.
And I know you're going to be floating away, but you got to drink the water because we're made up of water. You need the water. You're going to be hydrated. And a lot of times we have issues going on and we don't know what it is. It's simply you're dehydrated.
Yeah, that's true.
So, hey, I like to share what I learned. And it's not that I didn't know this stuff, because when I was younger and I was working out like crazy, I used to carry this big old jug of water with me to the gym all day, drinking. Because summertime, if you live in Georgia, you're going to sweat. You're going to sweat. So when you sweat, you need to put that water back in. So that's my 5 cents worth, y'all.
That's some good 5 cents.
Yeah. So, ladies, come back next week. We're going to talk about this thing. Some people don't like to talk about it. Some people think it's embarrassing. Some people, listen, it's not. Everybody's going to go through it.
Yes.
The age you're gonna go through it. If you have issues and you get pushed into it early, you're gonna face it. You just gotta learn how to deal with it.
Absolutely.
I don't want hormone replacement. I don't. I I'm just not there yet. Simply because every time you turn around, doctors doing something and they come back and say, "Oh, this causes cancer," and I'm like,
Mm.
"Listen, if there's a natural way for me to do it, let me do it.
Mm-hmm.
Please let me do it because I can't. I can't. I can't deal with that." So,
Absolutely.
beating the winter blues. We already
Beat them.
told you
And
what.
just to recap, just find projects around the house that you want to do. Little things, some painting. If you want to do some painting of your house, cleaning out your closet, switching out your clothes, just any little projects that you want to do. Catching up on some of the shows that you missed. Catching up on some
Reading
new
a
shows.
book. I know Red like to listen to it. You can listen to it too. Read
What?
a book. Reading a
Reading
book.
a book, yes.
Create
Reading a
your
good book,
reading
absolutely.
corner. I used to have a little reading corner with pillows. Actually, it was this corner right here
Mm.
with little pillows and stuff, and would sit right down there and read, fall asleep, and everything.
Taking a nice bath every now and then. Most of us have these big old garden tubs in our homes and don't even use it, don't even get in there.
Hmm.
Because it takes too much time to run the water and sit there and soak. Everything is just like rush, rush, rush.
And you
So
can
yeah.
also look forward to some things. Like I told you earlier, I'm looking forward to going to see Wicked tomorrow. I'm looking forward
Mm.
to this um sorry, my ear. I'm looking forward to this community service event we got Friday and Saturday going on. I'm looking forward to going to hang out with my girlfriend's birthday, Christmas party in a couple of weeks. Just find some things to
Well,
look forward to go out there and do on your own or with your friends. Invite your friends. Hey, you can
setting some goals for the new year.
absolutely.
Evaluating this year. What good things happened? What things you weren't so good? What things you want to change? Reflect on this year.
You can even suggest some topics for us for next year. We love that. Send us some topics that you want to talk about. You want us to talk about. We'll go find some guests, some professionals to come talk to us if need be. But look up some topics for us and send them to us. We love that.
Yes. Real quick, Elon's making this robot. Would you have one of the robots in your house? Would you have one of the robots they could do?
I've not been watching the news, so I don't know what Elon doing. I know his cars are causing havoc around here. Them ugly car. We got about 8 Cybertrucks, 7 or 8 Cybertrucks around
Hmm.
here, getting on my nerves.
But if you guys could get a robot that could do some of your daily chores and cook, I even seen them babysit this stuff. Would you guys have a robot?
I'm You ain't babysitting my baby. Now you could do some chores around the house. You ain't cooking for me, either, but you can do some chores around the house. I'll test.
remember remember our robot and Sonny?
Yes, that was fake.
But that's what they look like. Early said, no, I don't think I would have one either. That,
You
that
can
thing
do
that
some
turn on you.
chores, but you ain't cooking. You ain't taking care of my baby.
Mm-mm. But they can work, do some chores for
Yeah,
you.
you can do some chores. Now, if
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
that works, like that little robot that goes around the house like a vacuum,
Mm-hmm.
a robot. So, but we starting out small.
She said, I don't like robots. I know they a little creepy. I don't know about no robots.
I might now with my mother in this house. We ain't gonna ever have no robot.
Right.
It's
So
not
this is
gonna work. My
so
mom.
this is a little right. I wouldn't have that either. So
Let me see
um
what this robot you talking about. Let me see if I can.
yeah, look up the robots. You said they got robots in the hospital, early? Dang. The robots look nice though. I still wouldn't want one. Oh, you looking up
If
the robot?
cars can drive themselves,
I don't want no car that's gonna drive me. I don't trust that.
wait a minute. These the not these not the robots, are they?
Yeah.
That's what he talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Child, I don't even know. I can't even imagine me getting this robot and having it in the house with my mama. She freak out
You
if she
know she wouldn't. Hi, Melinda Sue. Yeah,
if
I don't know
my
about them
robot
robots.
came around the corner. I can't even imagine my mom be the felt got
But
some
it might be nice
robot
to
head.
lonely and live by themselves. It may be a good have some company, have a robot.
Like I
Yeah.
said, they can do the cleaning. But what happens if that robot comes on by itself one night or something? I'm not. No,
It's
that's
be
right, Sharon. Be like the movie Megan. All of a sudden, she wake up. No, no, I changed my mind. No,
But I wonder if you can turn them off. Like I would have to be able to control them. If I want to turn you off, I'm gonna turn you off. But I don't know.
Megan was a doll. She won't never own one.
But that's satanic. What I think that was like.
I got a dishwasher right here. Look at me telling my business. I got a dishwasher right here, right now. And I leave the door ajar a little bit because I need a new one. I leave the door ajar just a little bit because if you shut the door, I'll be laying in my bed. It'll be 11 o'clock at night and the dishwasher just come on. So no. Electronics, sometimes when they short circuited or something, they do what they want to do. So that robot gets short circuited and then be like, Felicia, is there anything you need me to do? Come to my room.
Be like,
no. I'm already scary about stuff. So no.
So it's a sense that nobody wants the robot. I don't blame you. I wouldn't want one either.
I don't want no robot. Now, they're in the store. They can have robots in the store because you ain't got enough people to come and help you. The robot coming to me, ma'am, may I help you? And I'll be like, okay, I need to find the such and such, and I'll follow the little robot on down the aisle. But that's about it.
I don't even know about that.
Robots be learning human language and be done cursed you out.
But you know that AI can do almost everything. Imagine you having to write a college paper and you tell AI what to do and they write your whole paper for you.
That's not fair anymore.
No, like
I admit, sometimes when I'm doing posts, I'll say make it professional. And I'll read it. I still tweak it a little bit, but that thing is excellent on Facebook. It's excellent.
Let's see.
It is excellent.
Now, but I thought it was something that you could compute to see if it's AI generated or if it's real. I don't know. I thought it was some
on Facebook. You have to, like, for instance, not just a little verbiage, but if you create it, like you can create pictures and stuff. You have to say that it was created by AI.
Oh wow!
You have to say that. So, listen, it's so much stuff going on now that
world is changing.
Real or it's not. People can change their looks. I mean, you can do anything you want to. All I gotta say is, be careful.
Does that impress you or does it scare you? Does the way things are going, guys, ladies, does that impress you? Like you eager and excited about it, or does it make you fearful of like what is going on? Like
that's a whole another session. Look, that's gave us another topic. We're gonna talk about AI because some people don't know. Like one of my girlfriends got a message, and I was like, this ain't real. You talking to you? Make sure you're talking to a real person. Sometimes you're not even talking to a real person. Like, and then they can only answer questions. Like if you say something else and don't form a question, that's why when she got the message, I sent it back to her and it wasn't a question. Because she was asking, who is this? Where are you from? What's your
Okay, gotcha.
and I said, your name is, and it came back and said, could you put that in the form of a question? I said, this is
Mm-hmm.
a person. Because they can't just right now, they can't just
Have
talk
like
about everything.
Not fearful but cautious. Definitely cautious.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's why Elon Musk befriended Trump in the first place, so that he can get all of his stuff in there and sell all the stuff that he is creating in his head. He's a smart guy.
He's an evil genius.
He's a smart guy. Not that he's creating these things, but like with Tesla, he only has a small percentage.
Yeah, he's like 12% of it, but he's the face of it. He owns the majority.
Right.
But he didn't even create the idea. He probably just had the money. And a lot of people don't know he created PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
That's his stuff too. PayPal is here. It's his.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of people, and I was the same way. Like we done got off topic, but I was the same way. I'm like, I'm gonna stop doing this and this and this and this and this and this and this, and I'm only buying black. I'm only doing this. Because I was angry.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't being realistic at the time, and I will say that wasn't being realistic. I do not shop at Walmart anymore. I stopped shopping at Walmart a long time ago.
Yeah, years ago.
But I use PayPal, Zelle, all of those things, and I shop at even though Target wasn't one of them, but I shop at Target, I shop at Publix, and several places that I shop at, Macy's, are on the list. Now, in order for me to stop, and I I really do want to give money to our people in our communities, but the quality
Mm-hmm.
is better. Sometimes the quality is less, but you want to charge me more.
Mm-hmm.
That don't work with my pocketbook. I
Mm-hmm.
still look out for what I got going on.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta figure out how to bring money back into our communities and how to allow people to feel like they're still getting the same quality.
Yeah.
Things are going up.
Way up.
Things are going up. And what people don't realize, and I hope everybody that's listening to us right now realizes this. I'm a numbers person, so I look at all of this stuff. People are like, we need to shop here in the United States. But like during this time of the year in the United States, our fruit isn't not it's not in season. So like we get a lot of our like bananas and fruits, grapes all from Mexico. Well, we voted Trump in there. He can put all these tariffs on everything coming from outside the United States. So when you go to the grocery store, you're gonna want to run up out of there. Because if you look at the grocery store, a lot of our stuff does not come from the United States.
Mm-mm.
So we're gonna get that hit. And I mean, if you know somewhere where we can get everything made in the United States, because a lot of the stuff, when I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, when I'm sitting down there on River Street, watching them big ships come through that I love to see, they be packed to the brim with stuff coming from China, the United States.
The other thing is, remember the dock workers went on strike, but they put it off until after the election and New Year. When are they going to resume that again? Remember, everybody was fearful of all the toilet paper, toiletries, and fruits and all that stuff coming from over there. So I wonder if they're going to do that.
We done been through that a couple times down here, the port workers. But the one thing I can say, they get them back to working quick.
Yeah, they do, because it's billions of dollars lost.
because them big ships be sitting. One sat in the port for, I don't even know, they wouldn't touch it. Sat in the port for a minute.
And they lost a lot of money.
A lot of money. So it's gonna hurt our pockets. We're gonna have to, figure out and listen. This is the place we need to share. Church, podcasts, friends share with each other in the community centers.
Mm-hmm.
Share. I mean,
Yeah.
if you know someplace to get something cheaper, let the next person know, because we all gonna be hurting. We will all be hurting with those prices, grocery store prices, gas. He is going to touch everything.
Well, that's what they wanted.
And we're gonna be like those ladies. I love that picture where the ladies sitting on top of the roof, having themselves a drink or whatever, chilling while they watching the city burn down. I don't want my city to burn down, but listen,
Metaphorically.
I'm too stressed.
Yeah.
I'm not stressing. Okay. If the bus pull up and they start pulling people out the homes, for people that 50 million people living in the house, all of them ain't got great cars. All of them. Dang.
Yeah.
Hope we can make it back. I mean, we can't stress. We can't stress.
No, we can't.
One thing that we can do is figure out how to make it better. This is our time to get together, huddle, figure out how to make our lives and our communities better.
I agree.
That's the last thing I'm going to say for tonight.
And by that, we will see you guys later.
Look for your books in the mail. Don't forget those 3 ladies. Send us your addresses.
All righty.